Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Swiss 001 video. Now today it is time for another episode of milking the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I guess. You know, this one has recently been released on the 18th of August, that was 2 days ago, and ever since then, YouTube has been stuffed with videos about this one. Now in today's video, let's actually take a little bit of a look at the weather engine of the Microsoft Flight Simulator, because actually that is also quite game-changing. Now something we can already see here graphics-wise is that we have very nice reflections here in the water. This looks absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we are in the Cessna Citation longitude. Let's actually turn up the lighting here, and we actually already can see we have some... Oh wow. Severe thunderstorms here at the airport. Let's just fly here with severe thunderstorms. Let's also try flying at very high wind speeds later on as well. Yeah, this plane's not gonna like this video. Let me just say that. Okay, let's just actually go ahead and take off. The engines are running at full power. Let's do this a little carefully. Let's release the parking brake as well, because that might be helpful. And there we go. We're going just fine. The longitude is very strong and powerful. It doesn't need a long runway for a takeoff. As you can see, we have already reached quite a speed. There we go. Very nice. Oh, that was quite nice, and we're actually flying just fine at this moment. Oh wow, the thunderness here is really severe. Right now we are in the city of Iraklion on the island of Crete. I was visiting this place last month, I guess. Yeah, you don't really have oh wow, thunderstorms here on the regular basis, but let's just, you know, do this anyway. I wonder what happens now, actually. Alright, we're flying still, that's good. And we are passing through the very interestingly detailed 3D clouds that we have here. Yes, these are actually volumetric, which has actually never been a thing in any other flight simulators so far. This is really a game changer, you know, weather engine-wise. But so far we're flying just fine. I don't like that fact. Let's actually turn on the autopilot just for now. There we go. Right now the autopilot is handling the plane just fine. So we can experiment more, I guess. Oh wow, this is like really deep in the clouds, really deep in the rain as well. This is not a very comfortable flight so far, even though we haven't had any wind kicking in just yet. Now, let's actually get this a little bit more spicy. Let's just get some more wind in here, some more gusting, really not nice conditions. A lot of turbulence as well, a lot of wind shear, as you can see right here. The airspeed indicator is definitely confused at this point. But yeah, the autopilot is actually keeping this plane up in the air still, so that is just fine. Alright, this is what flying in this kind of storm looks like. And now we've actually entered quite severe turbulence, actually. But yeah, let's actually return back to the airport and try landing this plane in this kind of storm, because you obviously do not want to be flying here. Oh, we're pulling some G's here with this bank angle, but we need to make this quick so that we can have a nice, safe return. Oh, wow, did you just see that? See, the thing is, alright, yeah. See, I was pulling a lot of G's, and then there was this turbulence layer coming in and didn't end well, did it? But yeah, let's actually do this again, this landing in the longitude citation in very severe conditions. Let me just show off my piloting skills, I guess. This is gonna work out just fine. But so far, as with everything here with this flight simulator, I'm very much impressed by the cloud and weather engine. Alright, welcome to, oh goodness. So far, this flight is not looking this bad. We're actually right in the thunderstorm, but there's no wind here just yet. And I mean just yet. Now there is quite a lot of wind. That's perfect. We're now flying in the worst weather conditions ever. We can actually see down here the water is very nicely detailed here as well with this thunderstorm. And you know, there's little details like the trees are all moving. If you take a close look at them here down on the bottom, they're actually moving to the wind, which is definitely very, very nice for detail. It is quite gusty out here. The weather conditions are not perfect. In fact, we have 70 knots of wind, which is why our plane is so much slower than normally, because, you know, we have wind blowing against it, but not that much turbulence. This is not that much of a shaky flight. This is looking good. Oh, wow, the waves are super high. Jesus. All right, for some reason here in this flight simulator, I always come in low for the landings, but let's do this properly now. Alright, that was a perfect landing. I mean, Alright, it was not that good. But as you can see, we're just standing on the ground at around 57 knots while the aircraft is not moving. That is actually because the pitot tube, which measures the airspeed, is actually picking up this wind and thinking that it's the actual wind coming against the aircraft, which it definitely isn't. Now let's actually try maybe a bigger plane. Now, yesterday we tried out the 787 here that is implemented for the first time. I was very much amazed by it, so we gotta fly it again. Alright, we'll come back to the clouds. Let's actually make this thunder a little bit worse. Let's actually change the wind direction so that we have direct crosswind for this landing. Oh my god, you can already see the airplane. We're definitely gonna struggle with this. Oh, all right. Let's have a little bit of fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Ground. Okay. We may have to rethink that one. Or maybe I was being a little bit too harsh here. So let's try this with a little bit of less wind. Now we are again flying this plane VFR and in definitely not VFR conditions. By the way, I mean visual flight rules by that. This is not visual flight rules. You cannot see. So we have to use this map here, obviously. Actually, we're looking good on this landing though. Let's just care a little bit more about getting this plane down. This could actually be considered a big emergency, but as you can see, the sky is clearing up a little bit here in the background. Maybe this will be a successful landing anyway. See, the planes don't really like flying here, do they? I think we're going a little bit over speed because of the wind hitting directly against us. But there we go. We are looking good. The runway is already in sight, kind of. It is very important not to lose any orientation here on this flight, though. So you're really gonna be very careful here. Oh, I see the runway, I think. Oh no, that's not runway. Oh, that's city. Never mind, that's a mountain. I almost crashed into that one. Oh goodness. All right, there we go. The runway is showing up beneath us. And get rid of the map here and just land the... Oh, just land the plane. Oh, this is really like challenging right now. I'm trying to fly at a little bit of a higher speed. Actually, we're over speeding right now, but that is for a reason. Let's just go ahead and get this plane landed. Okay, now a stop, a quick and easy stop, hopefully. Okay, that was a very, very much forced landing here in the 787, but this worked fine as well. Oh, we can see another lightning here. There we go. We brought this plane down safely. Kind of. I would really love to watch how that landing went in the replay mode, but that doesn't exist yet here in the flight simulator for some weird reason, actually. All right, let's maybe try flying in some challenging weather as well in a small plane, like let's try just a normal classic, like a Cessna. But maybe let's go to another place as well. You know what? Let's actually go to one of my home airports, if you can call it that. Let's just go to Cebu, which is obviously also implemented into the flight simulator. Let's again choose for stormy weather. This is going to be an interesting one, especially in a small plane like this. That's definitely going to be quite a spicy thing. Welcome to Switzerland. We're about to die because there's genuinely quite a lot of mountains here. And no, this is definitely not a good idea flying VFR in these conditions. We're also having a little bit of engine issues, I feel. Now, I know this place quite well. Let's just stay low to the ground so that we can actually see something. This is again in the outside view. Normally, this would be one of the last moments of a pilot, definitely. You know, really, just don't fly in a storm. Jesus. Okay, I think the runway should show up in a few seconds. We're just gonna have to actually follow this little river down here. That's actually what IFR stands for. I follow rivers or roads, perhaps. I mean, genuinely, if you fly in a weather like this, staying low to the ground like this is probably the best you could do here in a mountain scenario. Because, you know, a river will never, like, lead you to a mountain, will it? We're losing quite a lot of engine power. I don't like that. What is it going on? The engine is dying, so we're actually gonna probably end up in the fields, which is not... Okay, there we go. Why is the engine dead? That is so weird. Okay, whatever. We have landed in the fields now, which is, you know, another option. The actual airport is, where is it? It must be somewhere. This engine is definitely dead now, though, for some reason. Now, yes, in this video, we found out a little bit more about the weather simulation of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let me just tell you, it is quite obviously good. With these little details, like the whole grass moving, which is a first-timer for a flight simulator as well, it is just really, really nice and accurate as well. And the clouds are obviously mind-blowing, like how the engine works. Unlike the engine on our Cessna, which didn't work. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.